Alright, well, let's just jump right on in. We're playing more Outer Worlds 2 today. Pushing along, making progress. Last time we wrapped up our journey on the world of Praetor and made it to a new world of Cloister, which is an icy world. Love that. And we have a lot of stuff to do. So let's hop right on in and get to it.
How do you like my faction accessories?
Oh
Do
my
they
God.
make me look handsome or too handsome?
I love that the background's like now it is Cloister. That's clever. I hadn't really noticed that it was changing the backgrounds. I thought it was just changing his dialogue, but it's both. Okay. So we're back on Cloister. And we have a few companion quests to do. As well as a few like random quests to do. So let's just head straight on out to Cloister. Let me quickly just double check. I don't think my inventory is going to be too different than when I left off, or when I last cleared it. Maybe it will be a little bit. Because we didn't get very far on Cloister. Well, there's definitely a few pieces that I can get rid of. Okay, let's get going. So I think we want to bring Aza and Marisol first. Because we have companion quests for both of them. Alright. So let's take a look at the map. So we already did... Yes, we already kind of went here to Laplace's garden. That was our sort of big thing, and the only thing we've done here so far. As we head down, we've got... Yeah, so we'll kind of do this area, I think, which has Aza's quest and it looks like, I think, Marisol's quest. Inez's quest is way out there. So we'll probably do this like first half of the world.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing
Maybe
contrasted to the order's future.
send Aza back and get Inez and do the other half. What do I have? I've got my scythe. Flaming pistol, my shock cannon, which I love. Oh yeah, and then this one, yeah. My level up weapon. Which is a cute idea. Alright, so we're going down here. Seeing what we find.
Gun weapon ready, Commander.
Just gonna keep using this weapon as much as we can. There we go, level up.
That was a close one.
Versapod brain, huh? Little cave here. Yeah, the more we use this weapon, the more it levels up, so we'll get, it'll get better and better.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is hardly an objective measure of the maximum amount of pain I could actually feel.
Your observation is correct, which is a diagnostic in its own right. Now, if you were to indicate, using a scale of 0.4 to 12.7, how close you are to going into shock.
Sadly, that scale is entirely beyond my current comprehension, thus leading me to believe I'm already in shock, and the question itself was the actual test.
Excellent. Our diagnostic is complete, and you should feel free to resume bemoaning your agony.
What do we got here? Chemical formula seems to have been prepped. Trauma kit. We need 11 medical. Okay. To be able to do that. That's not super likely.
I'm here to maintain security, not to teach you remedial calculus.
As little you could tell me, I couldn't also tell you.
Wow, okay. None of these people look like they're particularly of interest, so we'll just keep going. But if I get my medical skill way up, I can always make myself another trauma kit, I guess. Oh my god. Classic Auntie's Choice doing the, our ship has passive, like, blaring advertisements.
Do you see these magnificent weapons? They have the greatest destructive potential the Protectorate can bring to bear. Tell me then, why should they not have been installed here?
Not an issue of ammunition or targeting calculation capacity. Is it because of the low ambient temperature on Cloister?
Very astute. The ambient temperature is indeed below a critical threshold at all times.
Okay.
The informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of...
Don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources.
God, I wish I could say that to some people. Rift anomaly right there. Don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources.
It has the Auntie's Choice look. Oh, Architect preserve us.
Damn Antis and their propaganda. Take this, you piece of poorly designed refuse!
What do we got over here, huh? Order technician, order scientist. I don't think any of these people can see me.
Do I hear hammering from the other stations?
Don't question it. Just be glad I brought a ring.
Okay, not really much here either. Little diggy digs. Volperines. They are not antagonistic. So that's good. Alright, let's go to that rift over here.
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the Archive. UNEX is likely returning after
Another object. Just gone. Excuse me, I don't think you have the author's...
It's fascinating. It seems gravity doesn't apply to the rift, but it somehow maintains its position in space relative to the solar system.
Salutations. We've been doing our utmost to find ways to manipulate this rift or extract data from it. Unfortunately, our efforts have been ineffective.
Well, lucky for
thus
you,
far.
I have a tool that'll
suppose
do
it's
that.
too much to hope for, but would you, perchance, happen to have any practical experience with or mathematical understanding of the rift phenomena?
As luck would have it, I have a machine that'll solve this
Wait.
problem.
Actually, this isn't some jest. You'll have to forgive me for not taking your assertion at face value. Perhaps a demonstration. For science, of course.
Of course.
All the items we put into the rift, they've been reconstituted.
But in a state far different from their original configuration. Fascinating. Oh, damn it. It's reverted to its previous state. Is it a failing of the device or an inevitable effect of the passage of time? Perhaps the architect has imposed... Architect above? That was incredible. That small, portable device changed the state of the rift anomaly in an instant.
That's right, because we're awesome.
From observing how the device operates and how the rift reacted to it, it seems to be using some kind of energy burst generated by a magnetic field to re-deregulate the structure of the field around the rift. Truly an astounding piece of technology.
Science 7.
That's quite ingenious. The rifts are unlike any other phenomena heretofore observed. We've still so much to learn. Would you consider allowing me the opportunity to open the casing and examine the inner workings? No, forget I asked. What a preposterous question. Thank you for the demonstration. It was most enlightening. You have given my team and I a good deal to think about, and to try and fit into our current theoretical framework.
That's right, because we're
It seems
awesome.
rifts do not fit cleanly into our current understanding of the universal equation.
Curious if there was anything else here, though.
Open again. Quickly, record all the relevant data and take down your observations. Observe. On rare occasion, the plan provides two unknown variables simultaneously. Years of practical... Reverted again! Infuriating!
It doesn't seem like there's actually anything in it, other than the rift, like, material that we already grabbed. So, the rift residue. I'll take that. Mostly just looking to see if there's any, like, toss ball cards or anything. Okay, we didn't get much from that other than a little rift residue. I suppose is not nothing. Let's take a look over here. Hello, Bandy. How are you? I see. Little war front area here. Sure. Not a lot worth grabbing here. But Door closed, I'll take it all. Oh, you can hear now? Okay. How are you doing today? Doing good, love it. Alright, let's get out of here. Eat some fish soup, nice. At least the bloated usually means you had some good food. Okay. Weirdo. Lots of fake crab meat. Ah. Okay, these don't actually seem to be something we can interact with. So, let's just go over here.
Over here.
Hi.
You. I don't know you, but you, I do. It's good to see you, Aza. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it. Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do.
So this is a trap, isn't it?
Yes. There are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
I was almost like you're already
Maybe
dead.
I deserve to be. I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the exalted leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Aza.
You're truly sorry. Help us avoid the Sentinels.
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the Sentinel killing. If we die, at least I'll be taking a great many of them with us.
We better get his help so we can live to confront your exalted
leader. Did you not hear me? I said he dies.
No. Sentinels! Target confirmed! Sentinels! The target is here!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Step aside. Watch. This might sting. A lot. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Keep your guns on the inside, Commander. I'm alive. Please die.
There you are.
Mobilizing. Combatant scan.
believe the Exalted Leader sent Severin as bait. Not to mention betraying the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The Exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system.
Sounds like a good time.
I said it better myself. Fortunately, we don't need to worry about hacking their systems.
Of course we will. I'll make sure it's worth
Well,
working
we
with.
won't need your expertise. You see, my parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
Well, let's go get you some answers. Of course, he has some prestige gin. Okay, so that's that. Let's head this way. Yeah, there is a lot more. I assumed this whole thing was going to be like a valley that we couldn't span, but some of it's actually accessible, so let's take a quick gander around. Yeah, there might be some stuff in over here in this like debris and at this little facility. Flywheel, not much. Oh, there's a little cave. Got it. Cute. Well, let's take a look in the little cave then, huh? Mantisaurs, got it.
Hostilities are afoot.
Oh my god, I didn't hit them at all. This weapon is so, like, precise. Level up. Some more compact rounds, but to keep using this. I like that it gets better over time. Order technician storage container key card, huh? Sure, that could be useful. Didn't see a storage container that needed opening, but maybe it's somewhere else. Okay. Oh, ice worlds. My very favorite thing. Got it. So that's the way to the bridge. Order field medic.
I don't know who Auntie's Choice thinks they will convince with this poor quality.
Auntie's Choice propaganda. Tired of trying to ascend in the order, frustrated by a protector that can no longer protect you, then come on over to Auntie's Choice, where you're given the freedom to choose your own path in life. We're always looking for bright minds and skilled hands to help Aunties dominate the marketplace. Join now and receive a coupon off for 80% off your complimentary welcome basket.
Quality propaganda. But I sure am grateful for the heat they provide.
You said it.
I feel confident those weak-minded crabble killers in the protectorate will
80% off of your complimentary welcome basket. Little facility over here. This is the resistor, damaged resistors we're supposed to fix.
resorting to violence.
Check your scopes for combatant and...
This might sting. A lot. All on the wrist.
Doing very little damage, but all these hits are helpful for leveling up.
I'm back and scan.
Oh, there we go.
Check your scopes for...
All right.
Reviving me is strategically optimal. I'll handle this.
Lovely. All right. Okay, what are we looking for here? It's got to be something with this big tower, right? I see. Energy canisters, bits. Okay, this unit controls how much voltage goes into the resistor banks. It seems to not be working properly. I need the repair kit or engineering 11. Let's go up top. There's a ladder. Could use some tuning. Science 4. I could do that. Examine. Repair order. Resistor bank is experiencing overheating due to partial failure and misalignment of the governor, which controls the input voltage. For the time being, it needs to be physically recalibrated. Once we have a team available, we'll dispatch a unit of level 3 arcane engineers to fine-tune the controls on the roof for a better, more permanent fix. To repair the personnel, please take with you a standard resistor repair kit to effect the temporary repairs. Report back to the engineer in charge of the relay station near the northwest loading platform. There's the repair kit. Wonder if I can still use it. So Sometimes there's like extra XP. No. Okay, so there's that. What is this behind me? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what else is kind of over here. Oh, those were landmines. I knew that.
Fireton. What a massacre. We missed it.
Mag pick. Yep, massacre indeed. Spireton, huh?
Proceeding to attack. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Ripped up in prime.
Plasma tolerances exceeded.
Okay. Interesting. What happened here? Sorry, he was having a seizure. Okay. Yeah, that's the whole thing, huh? Spireton. What happened here? Is this trespassing?
Scoping out a hostile.
Yeah.
Enemy spotted.
Curious if this is going to end up being a whole quest later. Kind of anticipating it will. Maybe we come back to it. Just kind of looking at it. Just loot lying around.
Yeah.
The automechs are great because they give shock rod, which is for my shock weapon. Okay, seems to be all of that. Let's see about... don't feel like... Okay, what do we got over here? Scrappers.
Unfriendly nearby. Investigating hostile intentions.
Okay, hit the thing. There you go.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weakness.
Level up. Oh.
Sharpen up. Combatant.
Restore my life or avenge my death.
There is none. Mitigating the threat.
I'm alive.
Level up. Hi, Silver. How are you? How was the rest of your stream? Alright, let's loot all these bodies and do our level up. Gears. Salmon. Explosives 11, huh? Can't do that. Sniper rifle. Loot, loot, loot. Shock rod. God, so much loot here. That's where our friend is. So let's do our level up. We can go science up. Engineering, medical is still pretty low. I could go observation and medical up 1 each, maybe. Perks. Oh, nope, hang on, perks. Let's do restricted access. Edgar, would you like a snacky? Come on. There's a good baby. Oh, honey. There's one. Good boy. Wait. Okay, there's two. Good baby. Mwah. Okay. Thank you, Silver. I was lurking on your stream earlier. Okay, let's go chat here with Marisol's former contact. Wonder if we can see, can I see what level my weapon's at? Level 9. Okay. Reasons pass.
Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some daft cultists. I don't even know what group you hullheads belong to. Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form. If you possess any my card.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
That's not who I think it is it? Marisol? Is that you?
That's right.
Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up.
Not before I loot them. Going on over here. Huh? Huh? Can I get in there? There's stuff down there. Mantisaurs. Okay. Let's talk with her first, and then see about what we're doing next.
And out of all the cultists, she elevated me to the highest rank in the Dawn.
Well, we'll have this conversation. Good, got busy towards the end, but read it out because you're tired. Oh, sorry about your headache. I'm doing good.
She was my supervisor. I was just a lowly scientist. She alone could see my heart through the shell the Protectorate encased me in. And when she saw my pain, she looked into my background. It was then that she recruited me.
What did you find in your background that led her to recruiting?
My psychological profile. I saw it once. Recommended sending me to mental refreshment when I was young. Repeatedly. Something about killing sprats. But my parents were able to keep that from happening.
paranoia the Protectorate creates in its subjects crowds everything else out. Even familial love. They were terrified that my behavior would lead people to start looking at them askance.
There's also this rat
Remember
killer.
I told you they were vigilant, right? They could have helped me in numerous ways, ways lesser subjects' parents couldn't. But they did nothing. Just locked me away until I learned to hide my feelings. My existence was always bleak, joyless, without purpose. Just like every other subject's. Dagmar was the first friend I'd had since I was a young child. She gave me a life, a family. Or so I thought.
Huh. I don't like either of these answers. I'll do this one, I guess.
Thank you. But Dagmar has shown me I can't depend on anyone. I have to let my beliefs guide me now. They're all I have left. It's hard to explain, but outside of the lab, thinking only ever confused me, got me into trouble. Since I joined the Dawn, everything has been so much simpler. I depend on the Dawn's beliefs. Without them, I would have nothing but a purposeless existence. I just can't, and I won't. I'm certain we've better things to do than whatever this is.
Talking, yeah. I mean, generally agreed, but... Take that, we'll take that.
Marisol, you're here. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what, 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Never thought anyone could make Marisol squirm like that.
Yes, these are my colleagues. They assisted me in a matter regarding a conspiracy headed by a cabal. It was all rather involved. My identity became revealed after I'd been undercover for a considerable time.
You were flushed out? What other low-probability events have occurred since... Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately.
I shoot most of my visitors lately.
Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Sir Anais Bujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
If I'd realized this was a formal visit, I'd have worn my fancy killing clothes.
Charmed, I'm sure.
You're significantly more forthcoming than Marisol.
Yes, she is.
Oh, you know clandestine sorts like Marisol. Always so slow to warm. I am an unredacted file. If you have any questions, ask away.
Marisol, you want to tell her why we're here?
With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command.
Let them talk.
It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly.
Don't you need the archive to perform calculations
Had
on
to
that
do
scale?
all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending.
How's that even remotely possible?
Understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable.
But your research was destroyed,
I
right?
assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Poof. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I think I missed something. What was your research about?
I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox, risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret.
Okay.
Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
Seems a bit more involved than what you mentioned earlier,
Yes,
Marisol.
and it's quite concerning. I understand if your priorities differ from my own, though.
You should have their
I
immediate.
might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime.
Huh. Crazy ass helmet. Thick woolly beanie. Oh, there's a card. This one, gadget energy meter max. I like that she doesn't care if I take any of her stuff.
Yes, should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here.
So let's see where on the map that is. Winter's Grasp is over there. Okay. Let's check out this like Raptidon nest thingy over here. Yeah, whatever's going on down here. Or Mantisaur. I think it was Mantisaurs, right?
I'll handle this.
For mayhem! Let me...
Standing by just...
Okay. What else we got over here? Explosive grenades. A lot going on down here. Oh, there's the Mangler. Got it.
Hostilities are afoot. Have a fix on their weaknesses. Just like purification. Step aside. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Restore my life or avenge my death! Who needs to die?
Nice. I think that's one of the bounties. Auntie's Choice supply crate. Okay. Yeah, I think that was one of the bounties in the area. Yeah, there's some more. Oh, nice. Tossball card. Gadget energy meter max. Okay.
Mobilizing.
Level up. Or my weapon level up. Curious what the max level of this weapon is. No, I can't open you? No? Okay. Yeah, we haven't been down here yet.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Fortificator at ready status.
Alright, this is a whole little cave down here too.
Proceeding to attack. resorting to violence. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Okay. Gotta level up.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Yes. Gotta be at least like level, you know, up to 15 or more. Probably higher. Maybe it also goes up to 30. Oh, I see. We're over here. Yeah, so this is like an alternate way into all this mess. Okay, let's go down. There was that other cave that went down. Yeah, this way. See what's going on down here. Ferrochromium. EARL. This place is called EARL.
Investigating hostile intentions. Combatant scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I will restore my life or avenge my death. Who needs to die? Huh?
Okay. What is going on over here? We got all these little caves, a lot of dead bodies. Love that, love that. This is way over here.
Glorious dawn encampment ahead. Wonder if they'll be happy to see me.
Oh, we're like weirdly off the map here. Let's take a look.
My brothers and sisters, the architect has honored us with this divine rift. In the name of the architect, we are hostile in proximity.
Resplendent crime! I have a fix on their weaknesses. Locking
taking the fight out of them. Back and scan. Man's almost dead. Thank you, Tina. Proceeding to attack.
All right. Old Baldy. Yeah, I guess they weren't super happy to see you. Another one of your devices. What else you got for me over here? There's the rift up there. All right, let's go up and take a look at it. Rift residue. Another card. 1% critical chance. Examine. Entry 208. The rift is mesmerizing in its beauty. The undulating way it moves and flows, the sinuous way it twists and turns. I find my inner self moved by it in ways I cannot articulate. I'll return tomorrow to observe it further. Entry 209. Yesterday while on standby, I spent the entire day transfixed by it. I neither ate nor drank. I simply gazed into its depths. Entry 210. I know we aren't supposed to go near it. We're supposed to wait until we're expressly permitted to cross over, but I can no longer restrain myself. Tonight, during my allotted watch hours, I shall embrace the architect at long last. Anything else? Adrenalized blood-soaked gothic helmet. Okay. A random-ass helmet. Yeah, interesting little spot here across the crevice. Definitely Earl. What on earth is Earl? Questions I could ask him, I suppose. There's multiple pathways in here. Or like around this area. Half frozen, half crushed, and all dead. Despite the obvious causes of death, it seems like the monster actually died fighting. A closer inspection reveals blood on its mandibles and a bulge in its throat. Medical 7.
I guess there's something interesting housed within that imposing edifice.
Probably so.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Examine. Finally a bit of peace. Just me, the sounds of what passes as nature on this world, and this week's 45 pages of protocol updates. As Marshal Wilkes reminds us after announcing the week's refreshment candidates, an army filled with incorrect thoughts is already defeated. Here on the ground without direct contact with command, his wisdom and adherence to doctrine is our greatest weapon. More time than is typical is now required to memorize the ever-increasing amendments to regulations, so I find myself seeking methods to better optimize my time. This peaceful alcove gives me the focus to study the regulations with the attention they deserve. The serenity here brings me back to my parents' farm at the edge of Sovereign's Forest of Eden. Even now, this strange place is filled with the same absolute silence the forest would take me on when a predator was... ... Well... Yep. Have your revolver, tarts. Alright, what is going on here?
Now what's...
Invasive elements!
Combatant observed. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Enemy moving into hardware.
There you are.
Mortificator is charged. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Let me...
Okay. Lockpick, frost grenade recipe. Okay, let's piece of paper. Brilliant trait. The note includes a crudely drawn map directing you to a hidden room located somewhere in EARL. With their dying breath, the scientists attempted to scrub out a couple words. Something punch, perhaps an item to help you strike harder? Sealed. Researcher's logs. My work carries on. When I was young and first learned theories of what might be possible were we to find a way to harness the aether, to be able to pull it from the space around atoms from the air itself, my life's work was set. I was determined to help find ways to harness and direct that power. My scientist and mentor, Laureate Meisner, shared my determination. She theorized that our ability to focus Aether was limited only by refractory capability of our lensical nozzles, and my research is proving her correct. If she had only survived the Aether containment failure that awarded me with her position, I believe she would be proud of how far we've come. Our new lensical nozzles functioned exponentially better than our equations predicted. It was a marvel to behold, but the day's real breakthrough came when we refracted the Aether through a sample of specially refined zeranium. Unfortunately, today's test created enough thrust to shift the EARL almost 2 meters to the west. I can't imagine what that's going to do to the forecrete of our foundation, or our roof's ability to keep the snow at bay. Okay, in our attempt to create the perfect thruster, we inadvertently crossed the line into scientific abomination. The new lensicles were too good, the Aether became too refractory, and instead of channeling the energy into localized thrust, it was ignited as plasma and sent hurtling across the lab. There was nothing left of the lab's mascot Sprat, except an echoing yowl and the overwhelming stench of seared fur. Poor Mittens went up in a flash of vapor as the terminal she sat upon, a monitor, 2 chairs, a table, my favorite lunch, a sandwich of pickles, saltine, salad, were vaporized by the plasmacide Aether pulse. Now that we know this line of scientific pursuit can be so naturally turned to weaponization, we must lock it away until proper safeties can be created. Needless to say, the team was deeply disappointed to such riveting new research should be forestalled, but none questioned the decision. Hack 11. The experiments combining material from rifts with hyper-compressed Aether are heading in a direction that is equal parts exciting and terrifying. As such, there are certainly risks associated with it. For any authorized personnel who wish to process further redundancy testing on samples 12C through 1217G, I've left a specialized piece of protective equipment in the safe. I previously discovered regular visual and auditory safety devices provided inadequate protection. Please sanitize it upon conclusion of use. The code safe is 011238. So we gained some safe information. N-ray scanner.
Such a haphazard electrical setup deserves careful scrutiny, but consider using eye protection, dear.
You have to have... sealed. Maybe you can only do one door at a time. Yeah, I think we can only do one door at a time. Okay. Excellent. Crafting. Where's my short? Short rounds, there we go. Okay. Experimentation in merging material from the rifts with the Aether energy have been an amazing success. Though this projector was originally designed for propulsion, the harmonic metachemical resonance burns as a bespoke form of plasma that conflagrates almost anything it contacts. The result is an enkindling globule that devours anything in its path, including desk chairs, automechs, and organics. Only the ferrocrete walls of the facility seem capable of withstanding cremation. The guiding principles of our scientism demand that we pursue the plan to the betterment of all mankind. Nevertheless, the militaristic possibilities of this device are difficult to ignore. I have no doubt that eventually this device will be labeled some atrocious moniker such as the Big Bang and rushed into service against our fellows. And while the notion of the inevitable deaths of it will cause fills me with sadness, I must admit I am excited to analyze the data they will produce. Every great discovery kindles fear and skepticism, but I never expected scientism deviser Upton to turn upon her own creation in this way. Perhaps she is weary from excessive time spent in this lab. Perhaps she is anguished by the accidental death of her predecessor. Regardless, she now sees fit to bury this beatific discovery beneath the ferrocrete of this Earl, but I shall have none of it. The Sentinels will ensure she receives the mental refreshment she so clearly needs. After considerable calculations and far more trial and error than I had come to admit, we've succeeded in stabilizing the gases that power our new Aether plasma projector. For now, we are storing detailed instructions on its fabrication near the workstation we are using to generate testing materials, though obviously a more permanent protocol is needed.
I've encountered more than a few of these experimental weapons in my career. Messy, volatile, overpowered. Of course you want it, dear.
Remnant rift material science or guns, huh? Big Bang. Oh, enriched rift particulates.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Look up, Commander. Don't make me avenge you.
Reviving. Thank you, dear.
Lovely. Ah.
Using substance generated by the rifts to make ammo. Seems fitting.
Enhanced rift particulates. Over the past few days, my team and I myself had made a rather peculiar observation in regards to the residual matter that is expelled from the rifts upon their opening. The rift residue, as we've taken to calling this new type of matter, tends to be expelled rather further than was first noted. Indeed, the matter has been found in some rather unusual places in regards to the point of origin within the rift. Behind doors, around corners, on the backsides of crates, none of these places seem out of reach for this rather miraculous and non-Euclidean substance. Dashing about in an effort to locate as much residue as possible before the rift closes, we've all been reminded of the old Protectorate children's game, Find and Report the Contraband. In summary, for any future researchers, be thorough in your examinations, and I can almost guarantee you'll find more rift residue than expected. Problem is, you only have so much time, you know?
Investigating hostile.
Seeking cover!
Aggressor at hand.
Nice. Okay.
We can do some real damage now that we've got that overpowered cannon.
Yes, we can. Once I figure out how to turn the ammo or process the ammo. Okay. So let's see here. I think we're basically done on this side of the map here. This is back to Marisol's friend. So let's head back to the landing, the ship.